Hey, it's Emily Williams, the founder of I Heart My Life and your host of the I Heart My Life show. This is episode 144, 4 ways a mastermind can explode your business growth. So I've personally been on both sides of a mastermind. We currently have a mastermind that we run for established business owners. And I've also been a participant in mastermind. So I'm going to speak to kind of both sides of the spectrum here and tell you a bit more about why masterminds are so powerful and how they can support your own business growth and ultimately help you transform your life. I feel like masterminds are one of those key components that every business owner needs to have in their life. Whether they're just starting out or further along, it doesn't matter. Masterminds can be so influential in opening doors, supporting you in transforming your mindset, growing more confident, understanding what strategies are working in the online space, and so much more. So let's go ahead and dive in. This episode was sponsored by the I Heart My Life Mastermind. The I Heart My Life Mastermind is perfect for you if you already have a business and you're looking to scale. We cover tons of different topics. We cover marketing strategy, revenue planning, team, processes, everything you need in terms of mindset, high performance, really taking care of yourself as well as your business, events, publicity. We literally have 7 coaches under one umbrella to support you and give you the answers to all of your burning questions. We host regular weekly workshops where you get your personal questions answered. We have retreats. You have a private Slack channel where you get to ask questions 24/7. You have an extensive resource bank that helps you put in place our cash method in your own business, and much, much more. This is one of the most inventive programs around. I don't know anyone else offering the service that we provide. So if you are interested in growing your business and transforming your life, definitely book a call with us to learn more. Go to iheartmylifebooking.com and learn more about the I Heart My Life Mastermind. So when people hear the word mastermind, oftentimes a question mark comes up. Or sometimes people reference the Napoleon Hill book, Think and Grow Rich, and his definition of what a mastermind is. So he says it is the coordination of knowledge and effort between 2 or more people who work towards a definite purpose in the spirit of harmony. No 2 minds ever come together without thereby creating a third, invisible, intangible force, which may be likened to a third mind. So one of the things that I love about that definition is he talks about how everyone is coming together to work towards a definite purpose in the spirit of harmony. And he references this third mind, which essentially is a force or, something that is inspired by the 2 minds coming together. And that's essentially what happens in a mastermind. Although I've been a part of a lot of different masterminds and I know everyone has a different definition, one of the common threads that I see across the board is the collaboration and bringing together like-minded individuals. Now, everyone kind of throws around the term mastermind in a different way. Sometimes it's a very structured program that has a step-by-step process. Sometimes it's a group of individuals or peers coming together to support one another. Sometimes there's a leader of the mastermind who acts as the facilitator or teacher. Like I said, everyone has a different definition. So I'm going to share some of the things that I see across the board that work and make masterminds so powerful to support your business growth as well as your life goals. So the first thing is masterminds definitely open doors. So what I've seen in my own experience is a million different ways in which the people in the mastermind have helped bring about different opportunities in my own life and business. So one example is I actually met one of my best friends, Nick, at Brendon Burchard's mastermind. And because of her, I landed my Hay House book deal. When she was an author for Hay House, they were actually asking her if she knew any other authors and writers. And my name came to mind for her. And she basically pitched me, and that landed me the book deal. And through her, I was actually able to speak on my first stage. And there are probably other opportunities that she helped me get that I'm forgetting. But all of that was because I joined Brendon Burchard's mastermind. That's just one example. One of the reasons why James and I moved to LA is because of the people who we met through different masterminds and different programs we were a part of. We knew that we had already built this network here. And so we wanted to be closer to like-minded individuals. And I can see that in our own mastermind that we run every single day. So the ladies are collaborating. They're inviting one another into their own group programs. They're referring clients to one another. And so you have to remember that you are only, and so you have to remember that your network is your net worth. And so when you think about a mastermind and think about it in that respect, although sometimes there's a large price tag associated with that mastermind, you have to recognize the amount of opportunities that's going to come just from the people who you are in the room with. And from my experience, even, with that Brendan Burchard mastermind, it was something I never planned to sign up for. It was actually $30,000 for James and me each. So we paid $60,000 in total. But what we've gotten back from that through collaboration alone has been completely priceless. And there's a huge domino effect as well. So one of the people who I met through the mastermind, I actually introduced them to my top clients, and they became a client of hers. And they actually have paid her over 6 figures over the years. And so really think about the mastermind not as contributing to your own life and business, but how is it going to support your clients? I know for me, I brought in a ton of people who I've met through masterminds into my own programs to support my clients as guest experts. People who I've met in masterminds have spoken on our stage at I Heart My Life Live. They've been on Facebook Live with me. They've been on my podcast. So really remember that your mission and your purpose, it's not just about you. And so when you bring in other key players, other speakers, other teachers, other experts, that really helps your brand become even more reputable, and it helps you support your clients. So connections, opening doors, collaborations, all of that is a huge component of masterminds. The next key facet of a mastermind is confidence. So when I joined my first mastermind, it was so amazing to be in the room with such incredible people. It literally helped me raise the bar, helped me get more confident, and also tangibly helped me raise my prices. So I remember there was one trip in particular that I took with some of my mastermind sisters, and we decided to have our own mini mastermind one morning over breakfast. And I was telling them about the package that I was planning to create and what I was planning to sell and how much I was going to charge. And they kind of looked at me with blank stares and were like, "Emily, that is way too cheap. You need to raise the price of that." And I love sharing that story because they saw something in me and they saw a next level for me before I even saw it for myself. And that gave me the confidence to move forward and to trust that I was meant for that level. And I know within our own mastermind at I Heart My Life, the ladies, they're collaborating all the time. Like I said, they are opening doors for one another. They are inviting each other to be guest experts on calls. They're really supporting one another and seeing the value in what they're putting out in the world. And you really can't put a price tag on that, because when you feel confident and you feel like you are fully supported, you feel less alone, then you can do anything. It's the same for me. Whenever I join programs, whenever I'm a part of masterminds, whenever I have a coach, I feel so much more confident and more likely to take risks and put myself out there, because I know there's essentially a safety net there. I know that I'm not doing this alone. I have this strength and the support of other people beneath me. And that makes a huge, huge difference. Really think about yourself right now in your own life. Do you have confidence? Do you have the connections? What does your network look like? If we all know our network is our net worth, how can you beef that up? And how can you improve your level of confidence so you do put yourself out there more and take more risks? And just to speak to that first point that I made before I forget, one of the things that often happens in business is that we do feel quite alone, especially when we're first starting. And that can decrease our confidence, especially if you don't have a supportive network right now. Maybe your friends and family don't really understand what it is that you're doing with your business. They don't understand your goals. And this could be across the board, whether you're just starting or you already have a business. Sometimes people are not entrepreneurial. They're not entrepreneurs and they don't think in that way. And so to see you going out there, going for your dreams, it feels foreign to them and feels strange. And so maybe that comes across as unsupportive. So really think about what would happen if you had connections, if you had confidence. What would that do for your life and your business? I guarantee it would make a huge, huge difference. All right, the next way that masterminds can help explode your business growth is through these strategies that you will get. Now, again, this is definitely one of those things to take a look at, because not every mastermind includes strategies. Some masterminds are really just about the network. And yes, you can talk about strategies, but what I'm talking about here is what we do at the I Heart My Life Mastermind, which is we actually teach you different strategies. And the way I like to approach my work is just through being an open book. And that's what I found the most valuable thing about different masterminds I've been a part of as well, is when the facilitators or teachers or coaches are willing to share what's working inside their own business. And of course, because there is a group of like-minded individuals coming together, in I Heart My Life, we're not just about my business. We have different coaches in the program who bring their own expertise. And because the ladies are so incredible, they also offer what's working in their company. And so you get to work with mentors and get intimate support to get your personal questions answered. You see inside businesses, you get results, you get information about results from launches. We share what has worked for us and what's currently working and what we're scrapping, right? And so when I'm a part of other masterminds, I look for that in mentors as well. Are they willing to kind of open the kimono, so to speak, and share what's working for them that then I can take and apply to my own business? Because a mastermind is designed to fast track your results. You're no longer guessing about what's working. People are connecting you in their network. Your message is being spread. You're gaining more confidence. That's why this is called How to Explode Your Business Growth Through a Mastermind, right? So we want you to be fast tracked in every single way. And by getting insight into what's working, learning about new strategies, being on the cutting edge, having a pool of knowledge in one place, that really changes everything and can catapult the results that you see. Obviously we know 10 minds are better than one, and that's exactly what a mastermind provides. All right, the next way in which a mastermind can help explode your business growth is because you create a new normal. I'm sure you've also heard the phrase that you should never be the smartest person in the room, and I truly believe that. I remember when I went to the Titan Summit, which was an event hosted by Robin Sharma, I was in a room full of millionaires and billionaires. There were people who were actually in charge of running countries in that room. And I felt so inspired and excited to be there. And it wasn't, there wasn't even a point in time where I felt unworthy. I just felt grateful to be there. But I knew that some of those people, most of those people were ahead of me. But my perspective was, well, isn't that exciting? Isn't that incredible that I get to learn from all of these people? And just by going into that room, just by stepping into that room, even just by buying the ticket, I felt like I put myself in a different category. And that's what happens when you surround yourself by people who are really going for it and you decide to put yourself in the room. Oftentimes we count ourselves down and out. We think, oh, those people are too far along, or, oh, I'll have nothing to contribute to that group, or what are they going to think of me when I ask this question? And you really have to remove that part of your ego, and you have to just step into your power and know that if you have the desire to be in the room, then you deserve to be in the room. Simply put. And so when you do make the decision to put yourself in the room, you become a different person just by making that decision. And then you start to see other people charging more, putting themselves out there, filling group programs, running successful launches, hiring team members. And their reality and their normal becomes more of your new normal. And when we see possibility in others, we can see it in ourselves so much more easily. And what I had to figure out when I was first starting was, who did I admire in the industry? And then I just made a decision of how quickly can I possibly work with them? And I continued on that path. If there's somebody who I admire, somebody out there doing big things, then I want to get myself in alignment with them as quickly as possible. And that's what a mastermind does. And I think the really cool thing about masterminds and group programs as well is it brings together people who you wouldn't already have connections with. And there's so many more people who you get to connect with than just, say, a one-on-one coach or mentor. So really the resources at your fingertips are so far beyond anything that you could possibly imagine. And the collective energy of of the group of a whole not only provides that confidence and as well in the strategy, but it energetically shifts something in you automatically just by getting yourself in the room and showing up. Now, of course, you need to take action. Of course, you need to go to the retreats, go to the events, be on the calls, whatever it is that the mastermind includes. But even just making that decision is an absolute game changer. So I hope all of that makes sense to you. So the first thing is it opens doors. So it provides you with connections and collaboration. It gives you confidence. It gives you strategies and insights into what's working. And it helps you create a new normal through your shift in energy. So I hope based on this episode, you will consider joining us for the I Heart My Life Mastermind or go out and find your own mastermind. These types of groups have been essential to my life and to my business. I cannot stress that enough. What happens within a mastermind is so, so powerful. And you are worthy of that level of support. You deserve that level of support. So if you're interested in learning more about our mastermind, go to iheartmylifebooking.com, book a call with our team, and see if it's the right fit for you today. I'll look forward to talking to you next time. I hope you loved today's episode. I want you to take action immediately. I want you to think about those 4 points that I made: the connections, the confidence, the strategy, the new normal. Which of those do you need to implement in your life and your business right now to get bigger results? Pick one and take that immediate action. And if you know somebody who'd love this episode, definitely send them our way. We're so grateful for all the recommendations, all the referrals. Anyone who you can spread the message to is welcome. And thank you so much for being a part of the I Heart My Life show. We hope you loved this episode. Thank you so much for being an avid listener of the I Heart My Life show. Take a second and leave a review. It would mean so much to us, and we read all of them. And for further inspiration and life and business tips about creating a life that you love and achieving massive success, definitely follow us at I Heart My Life on Instagram and at I Heart My Life Now on Facebook. See you next time.